Everyone has a dream to be successful, a dream to have an accomplished, prosperous, and a happy life. But this was not just what he saw. He is a man who, being successful, versatile, and happy, always had a dream to make his family live happily and cheerful. Hence, he had a dream of this happy home, a home filled with love, happiness, and comfort. So welcome to our most awaited video of this year. So in this video we will have a home tour to the Rane's home and meet the owners Mr. Vivek Rane and Mrs. Sharvari Rane living happily with their cute little son Parth Rane. So to start with this project, this is a 3.5 BHK at Lodha, Amara, Thane. The entrance of the home is something that reflects your home, your personality. We planned out the entrance keeping in mind the focal point, that's the entrance door, the nameplate. But the star of the design was the circular design to keep the idol at the entrance. The wall to ceiling paneling with lights made it more welcoming and cheerful. Moving in at the very entrance, we had this space given by the builder, and that's the shoe room. Yes, the room to keep shoes, a small space at entrance wherein we designed it in keeping in mind the increasing need for storage and shoes. So we utilized the space from floor to ceiling with number of shelves, a sitting to help one to wear their shoes comfortably. The next you enter is into this beautiful youth space. That's the living room. The motive was to give the living room simple yet luxurious, adding natural materials like the deodar wood, the textured laminates and marbles and the G7 slabs. The couch and the deodar standing paneling turned out into the partition between the living and a dining area. A luxurious 4-seater dining with chandelier above the table and the chairs with wooden carving design made the dining area glow.
Detailing work which had happened for making this room, that I can't believe it. Even for choosing the colors, then the colors of the furniture, then the artifacts, we took so much efforts. Actually, not we, she took so much efforts that made this home as very beautiful. So the thought process was very much inside of the home, and she really took it very nicely. Though it took 6 months, but after 6 months, the project which had come up was really a wonderful one.
But the real shine and the glow of the entire space was the bar counter besides the dining area. We had this continuation of deodar wood coming up entirely from the foyer, living room to the dining and bar counter. This bar counter had enough space to showcase the different wine glasses and bottles. The lights added on to the glamour into the space.
All of a sudden the idea comes in the mind was to have a bar counter. Being in a Hindu family, and I don't know how people will be taking of this bar counter concept while designing. But yes, I have thought of it, and then I have discussed with Namrata. Then she also said yes, the place is really beautiful and we can have a good bar counter. Bar counter, when it comes as a bar counter, people think that, oh, there is a bar counter inside the home. But if you place it very beautifully, you will find that as a part of your home itself. Everybody wants to enjoy their life in today's world. They wanted to stress out their life also. So why not to have a small bar counter which will give some different look towards the living room itself. Yes, the partition was there, the dining area and the living room, but on the contrary, a separate bar counter gives a different look altogether. And at the end, when this beautiful home took place after Mandir, this was the another cherry on the top of Namrata's design. Really, means she had very minutely seen the designing part of this bar counter. The artifacts which were used in this bar counter was really awesome one. Each and every part of this counter will tell you the difference or the hard work which has been put in for making this a beautiful small bar counter by her.
Adjacent to the living room was one of my most favorite part of this project, and that's the puja room. It is very important to take care of the balance and proportions while designing a puja room. We added on multiple steps to keep the murtis and the storage below it.
We have decided to have our own mandir room, which is the best part, I think, of this beautiful home. I love the most part of this beautiful home is the mandir which she had made. When we took that decision, yes, there were certain structural changes has to be happening during the home, which she had done very beautifully. Her contractor and she had worked together and brought this home to a live home actually. When we have started, it was a journey of more than 6 months. Again, the lockdown came in between, the hurdles were there, but still the passion and the dedication of Namrata had given us this beautiful home.
हे आमचं मंदिर आहे. खूप छान आणि सुबक मूर्त्या आम्ही या मंदिरामध्ये सादर केलेल्या आहेत आणि आम्ही रोज या मंदिराची पूजा करतो, ज्याची रचना आमच्या नम्रताने खूप छान पद्धतीने केलेली आहे. त्याचे जे लाईट्स तुम्ही बघताय, खूप सुंदर रीतीने तिने या कल्पनेची रचना केली आहे.
Even we have chosen Radha Krishna idol, which is been kept just opposite the entry door of the home. So whenever anybody comes inside the home, the first look will go on the Radha Krishna. So that is really a good concept of Namrata, and which I like the most about it.
Moving on to the most important part of every home, that's the kitchen. This space purely belonged to Mrs. Sharvari Rane. Although comparatively being a small space provided by the builder for kitchen with parallel counters, we managed to provide sufficient storage on both the sides, with some open storages to keep the daily cooking items, double layer storage above the platform and detachable trolleys below the counter.
प्रत्येकाची भूक भागवायची असते, तेव्हा माणूस फक्त किचन मध्ये येतो चेक करायला की आज काय बनवलं. माझा मुलगा त्याला खूप छान छान पद्धतीने, खूप वैविध्यरित्या सुंदर सुंदर अशी पाककृती त्याला हवी असते. त्याचा शाळेचा डबा, त्याच्यासाठी स्नॅक्स आणि माझ्या मिस्टरांसाठी ब्रेकफास्ट पासून जेवणापर्यंत अशा या सुंदर किचन मध्ये मी खूप एन्जॉय करते.
Still, the need for storage is never satisfied. Hence, we provided this hidden storage near the passage to keep the extra crockeries. To hide this storage, we had these doors converted into paneling design with lights, making all the storage bedroom doors from the passage hidden and creating a design. Yes, this passage led to the bedrooms. Moving on to the master bedroom. We always had an idea of a simple yet elegant bedroom, not too colorful and bright, but a monochromatic black and white, relaxing bedroom with one colorful painting standing out as an attraction. The great view with the soothing color theme made this room a lot more relaxing to spend time after the busy and stressful office hours. I would surely say that along with furniture, lighting, color theme, the soft furnishing plays a very major role in interiors. The bedding, the comforter, the proper bed sheets, the curtains, the sheer blinds, the runners add on to more comfortness into the space. The next bedroom was totally owned by the little owner of the home, Parth Rane, a creative, talented, and an active kid. To design a room for all his needs was the most difficult part. So we had this hidden storage for large toys, some open and closed storage, bookshelves, an openable bed, but the cherry on the top was this hidden storage to keep his piano besides his study table. A multifunctional room for a multi-talented kid.
Hello. I always wanted to have my own room. So when we got this house, it was my best opportunity to get my own room. So I told all of my requirements to my Didi. First, I wanted a bed which was very comfortable and cozy. Then I wanted a storage for all of my toys. After that, I wanted a storage for my keyboard, and my Didi got a genius idea to keep it. Finally, I wanted my own study table near the window because my window had the best view out of the entire house. I love this room so much. Thank you.
And the third room was the parents' room and the guest room. Keeping in mind this as a parents' bedroom, we always had in mind to bring in some traditional touch to be continued with the modern luxury theme of the home. The brown and beige color scheme continued from the bedroom to their washroom. We had this beautiful traditional mirror in the washroom. We had well-tiled bathrooms provided by the builder itself. So we decided to just add on to the mirrors and the extra accessories highlighting the space, the lights and the wash basins and some fixtures.
नमस्कार. प्रत्येकाला हवं असतं एक आकाश उंच भरारी घेण्यासाठी आणि प्रत्येकाला हवं असतं एक घर संध्याकाळी परत येण्यासाठी. अशाच आमच्या नवीन वास्तूचा गृहप्रवेश ऐन दिवाळीच्या शुभमुहूर्तावर झाला आणि त्याचप्रमाणे या घराची नवीन नियोजन, सुशोभीकरण आणि खूप सुयोग्य असं हे नियोजन आमच्या लाडक्या आर्किटेक्ट नम्रता परब हिने केलं. या वास्तूतली प्रत्येक गोष्ट, हॉल, किचन, बेडरूम, माझ्या मुलाची रूम आणि मंदिर सुंदर आणि सुयोग्य रीतीने तिने नावारूपास आणलं.
First of all, really thanks to Miss Namrata Parab. It was really a wonderful experience working along with Namrata. We have taken this home just before lockdown and got the possession during the lockdown. We were confused as what to do with this new property. We were confused about whether to shift in this property or not. That also one of the thinking behind that process. But we have decided finally to move in our new home. During the lockdown, there was concept which were going throughout the mind, how to make this home as a beautiful home. Yes, lockdown was unfortunately for everybody was a pandemic. During that time, nobody was supporting us. But during this hard time, we took this decision and wanted to draw the idea of a sweet home on a piece of paper. We have contacted the most energetic and the talented one, Miss Namrata Parab. We sat down together. She had took lot of efforts in designing this home. There were so many things were there in mind, but which needs to be put on a piece of paper. And it was really a wonderful idea to give this project to Namrata as a whole. It was really nice to see the different types of ideas given by Namrata during this whole project.
हाय, हा माझा मुलगा पार्थ राणे आणि मी शर्वरी राणे. अशा प्रकारे तुम्ही आमच्या या सुंदर घराची प्रतिकृती आणि रचना छान पद्धतीने बघितलीच असेल व्हिडिओद्वारे, फोटोजद्वारे. आणि अशा सुंदर घरामध्ये आम्हाला वास्तव्य करायला मिळतंय आणि आम्ही आमचं सुंदर जीवन इथे व्यतीत करतो आहोत. आणि अशाच प्रकारे आर्किटेक्ट नम्रता परबसाठी मला खूप खूप शुभेच्छा द्याव्या लागतात, कारण या सुंदर घरासाठी तिने डे 1 पासून आमच्या बरोबर तर शॉपिंग, लाईट्स असो, फॅन्स असो, टीव्ही, आमची टाईल्स असो किंवा फर्निचर असो, सगळ्याच गोष्टीमध्ये तिने आमची साथ दिली. सगळ्या कलर कॉम्बिनेशन्स आणि सुंदर नियोजनसाठी तिने खूप 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 मदत केली. सो मला असं सांगावंसं वाटतं की अशाच प्रकारे तिने पुढेही तिच्या उज्ज्वल भविष्यासाठी अशीच प्रगती करावी आणि अशीच सुंदर सुंदर घरे भविष्यामध्ये तिने साकार करावी. तिच्या रचनांतर फॉर्मसाठी माझ्या खूप खूप शुभेच्छा. नमस्कार.
Thank you.
I wish Namrata a very bright career ahead, and I know that whatever she does it purely from her heart, and it comes up really beautiful. And she is a really good, energetic, and youngest architect what we got. And I also recommend Rachnantar for everybody to go for it.
This was all about one of my favorite projects of this year. Meet you soon in my next video.